value, or the people who are supposed to help achieve the value also are short-sighted about. I think because I believe value of any creative talent can be enhanced by the government of the day if they recognize the value and the contribution of that talent to society. Yeah.
Yeah. So you just answered what you cannot achieve in Nigeria but can achieve in other countries. What do you think can be achieved in Nigeria but not any other country?
Well, the thing is, you are a member in Nigeria, but you are a number outside Nigeria. So whatever you do, you just be a you will not be
Like,
in other places. You'll be an outsider
yeah,
here, but yeah.
yeah,
That, and then you have your people around you here. So
true. That's very true. So you mentioned something about having a 6 hours performance at some point in 20. You mentioned something about that. I want to ask how it was. Have you ever been on stage and you've forgotten what to say? What did you do at that moment? How was it like for you?
no, I haven't. I've not been, because the thing is, I know where the body is, and I've done this for 32 years, so it's always a walk in the park.
So for those 6 hours, you're just flowing. There was wow. That's really impressive. Tell us of a time where you made a mistake or failed at something. How was it like? What did you do? And what did you learn from that experience? Can you give us examples?
Yes, there's several
We need
things.
knowledge.
There's several things. Uh, there was a time I was trying to start up a comedy club I was trying to start up a comedy club in 2005. I started a comedy club in 2005, and it looked like Nigeria was ready for it. People were not ready for a comedy. It was costing too much to keep it alive, so I let it go. So that's one of those things. Quite a lot of things that have happened that should have picked up. Not. I also started a game club on top of called Open Sesame, on top of holding game, and that still didn't pick up because people were not used to playing games and or coming to a place to enjoy themselves and playing board games. So that also stopped. So those are some of the things I'm doing here.
So do you think we Nigerians are ready for the comedy club you wanted to do? Do you think it's time now?
Yes, comedy club is the awareness and appreciation grown to the point where comedy clubs are good, but you see, it's also not. It can't all. Comedy clubs can be now. Comedy clubs have to be um, done in conjunction with something else. Just like comedy shows, if you do stand up alone, some people would feel like their money is not, they didn't get their money's worth. So
Yeah.
I would say that we'll continue to still do that, infuse other art forms or other forms of entertainment, get used to coming for a comedy show alone and not expect the other forms of entertainment.
Do you think we're going to get there as a country? Do you think eventually we'll get to realize that the comedy industry is a full grown industry? So we can't hear
Well,
you.
they've realized that the question you're asking is coming from the point where I was making reference to when I started back in the days. There are comedy clubs now, and they're doing very.
Okay. Okay. So we all know how the pandemic has affected the country as a whole. would you say it has affected the comedy industry? How would you say it has affected the comedy industry?
Affected everything. Every form of entertainment has been affected. Um, you can't. Comedians are supposed to be performing at comedy shows, performing at events, and all of that. So that's not happening. Comedians are not making money. Comedians are not performing at live events. Comedians are not hosting their own concerts. Uh,
Yeah,
we've had about like 7 events that have been cancelled. AYS show was cancelled. That's another comedy show. Uh, there are quite a lot of shows that have been cancelled because of the pandemic. And I think that the damage is severe and
yeah,
has affected everyone.
true, true. Do you plan on retiring?